Good morning, friends. Today is the third Sunday in the season of Lent. All through this season, we're learning about covenants God has made with God's people. Do you remember what a covenant is? It's an agreement that lasts and lasts. We've already seen that God made a covenant with Noah and all of creation, promising never again to let a flood cover the whole earth. And God made a covenant with a man named Abraham, promising to be his God and the God of his descendants forever, and to make him the father of a great nation. Today, we're going to talk about the covenant God made with God's people through a man named Moses. God's people were slaves in Egypt, and God helped Moses lead them across the Red Sea into freedom, and they all celebrated. They could go anywhere now and do anything. So, where would they go? And what would they do? God loved the people so much that God showed them the 10 best ways to live. Sometimes these are called the 10 Commandments. God led the people to a great mountain. Only Moses was brave enough to climb to the top. When he was there, he came so close to God, and God came so close to him that Moses knew what God wanted him to do. God wanted him to write the 10 best ways to live on stones and bring them down to the people. God gave the commandments to Moses. Moses gave them to the people, and those people gave them to their children, who gave them to their children, who gave them to their children over many years. And now they've been given to us. Here are the 10 best ways to live. Don't have any other gods. We only worship the God who made all things and who loves us so very much. No one and nothing should be more important to us than God. Don't make idols. That means we don't build statues and bow down to them and pretend they're a god. Be serious when using God's name. God's name isn't part of a joke or a bad word or something to say when we're angry or surprised. God's name is for talking to God and talking about God and sharing God's love. Keep the Sabbath holy. Remember how God made the world and then God rested? We need rest too. God wants us to rest and worship one day every week. Honor your father and mother. We need to listen to our parents and obey them when we're young, and we need to take good care of them when they get old. Don't kill. Life is a gift from God, and it isn't ours to take away from anyone. Don't break your marriage. When we get married, we promise to love and be faithful to that one partner, and we do our very, very best to always stay together. Don't steal. We should respect other people's things, and they should respect ours. Don't lie. Telling the truth is important. Don't even be jealous of other people. If we spend our time being jealous and wishing we had what others do, we're not being thankful for what God has already given us. Plus, when we're jealous, we're more likely to lie or steal or do mean things to them. I know. These are hard. God didn't say they were 10 easy things to do. God said they're the 10 best ways to live. They are hard, maybe even impossible to do all the time, but we are supposed to try. The covenant God made with Moses and the people was that if they did their best to live this way, God would bless them. And the same is still true for us. When we live the way God shows us, we end up being blessed too. It feels good to do the right thing. It feels good to treat people with kindness and respect. Once, someone asked Jesus which commandment was most important. He said we should love the Lord our God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, and with all our strength, and we should love our neighbor as ourselves. And that pretty much sums up all those 10 best ways to live, doesn't it? They're about loving God and loving other people, and if we try to live them, we will be blessed.